Buck was one of the musicians who opened up his arms and said welcome. Not all of them did, but Buck did. And he was from Florida. And the week that he passed, there was a red moon, and they freeze in Florida. So this is All My Old Pals Are Gone. It goes like this. Some things pass away, but some things never die. And all you're left with is a song. The old pals are gone. Old pals are gone. Old pals are gone, 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 gone. Midnight on the avenue, afternoons in the bar. I saw a photograph of you. You were playing an old guitar, and I think you were playing this song. The old pals are gone. Old pals are gone. Old pals are gone, 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 gone. Someday the sun, someday the stars, someday the earth itself will be done. Time goes fast, time runs slow. The summer fields are covered with snow. The old pals are gone. Old pals are gone. Old pals are gone, 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 gone. All right now. Someday the stars, someday the sun, someday the earth itself will be done. Time grows fast, time runs slow. The summer fields are covered with snow. The old pals are gone. Old pals are gone. Old pals are gone, 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 gone. Well, they say there's beauty in memory, with all the longing and the pain. Fog rolling down the boulevard, we ain't gonna pass this way again. And all that'll be left is a song. The old pals are gone. Old pals are gone. Old pals are gone, 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 gone. All right now.
That was amazing. And I love that it was for Buck Whalen. I've heard a lot about Buck Whalen from my husband, obviously, but I love hearing other people's stories.
Yeah, jeez.
It's yeah, I mean, because obviously I'm a little younger, but for like probably the last 10 or 15 years of Buck's life, he was running a blues jam at Paulie's Hotel
Right.
in Albany. And he would always have like a featured guest. And so I would do that probably about once a month. So I was in there playing with Buck a lot. And then as he started getting sicker and couldn't do it as much, I started like kind of helping out as much as I could, being there more.
Nice.
So, you know, I didn't know him as a young man. I knew him as kind of an old man. But,
Me
you
too.
know, but I still had a long-lasting relationship with him, and a very good relationship. Lots of
Aw.
stories, lots of late nights of, you know, chewing the fat and telling lies. But yeah, so I mean, you know, he and I have been in the same area, Mark and I, for a long time. But he has known a lot of the same people. Just we have different memories and relationships with them because he's known them maybe when they were younger, and I didn't meet
Sure.
them until, you know, they
Yeah.
were my age now. You know,
Yeah,
so.
I met him in his later years, and I'm glad I got to hear him say "Daddy-o." That was
Yeah, oh,
awesome.
for sure.
And Chris's
I'll tell
stories
you,
are epic.
When it was him, Rab, Luke, Gene Senis on drums, Timmy, I don't remember Timmy's last name, playing guitar. That band was a crackerjack band, and they were all like, not real young, but they were 30s-ish, 40, and they were hungry, and they were as good could be around here. They were fantastic. And you know, Buck was the mayor of Lark Street. And
Oh, for sure. I'm a little disappointed in
Mayor
a haircut.
Q2 or whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he never gave me a haircut either.
He gave Chris several.
Did he? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I mean-
At some point, ask Chris what the secret was.
Okay.
I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
Tap tap.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure.
Helped with the styling.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I like that.
we went, Ernie Williams, who's not with us any longer, and Joe Mealy and Rocky Petroselli, and I went to Bucks, and he was going to do professional photo shoots with us.
Right.
And we get there, and he had whatever, the person that was working with him, she came over and started putting, like, what are you doing? And she goes, Buck insists to take a picture, you have to have, like, makeup on your forehead. And stuff like that. And I go, what the hell is going on here?
A little bit of anti-glare, maybe.
Yeah.
One must, present well, have a good
That's true,
aesthetic,
yeah.
right?
I mean, if you're gonna have
But
professional
he was,
Exactly,
he
it's
was
professional.
showbiz.
Oh, for sure.
You know, he knew how to do showbiz, so anyway.
Yeah, I mean, even his cane was flashy.
Yeah.
When he was
True.
getting towards the end.
Yeah, he had an eye for detail,
Yes,
which I
exactly.
appreciated.
He had a really good eye for style, and just he always looked really good, and I don't have that, so I kind of always envied that.
You've got your own vibe.
Yeah.
Everyone has their own thing.
fairly pedestrian, but it's consistent.
Thanks, Sarah.
Yeah.
Both of you, absolutely. Now, we talked earlier in the lobby about tribute bands and different bands and this club and what it was like back then. What do you guys think about the state of local music now, and where do you see it going?
So I just went to No Fun last night.
Cool.
And for those of you that don't know, No Fun is in Troy, and it is basically an all-original music club that caters to, I'll use the word alternative because it is not. You're not going to get classic rock. You're not going to get
Fair enough.
that type of music, but they are very welcoming as long as it's all original music. And there was 3 bands there last night. And it was great. Some of them were more like soundscapes or something like that. But it was engaging. There was a good sized audience there who were all paying attention. Like nobody was on their phones. Nobody was talking.
Okay.
Nobody was like scrolling, looking at Facebook or anything like that. The people were actually engaged by the music that's going on.
Okay.
I love that. I don't think that's the norm. I think a lot of
Sure.
places that you go, people are maybe there because they think it's something to do, or they want to be
Right.
seen, or
Right.
whatever that is. I don't know. If I'm going to see music, partly I'm a musician, so I love the music, but I'm there to pay attention to the music and get what I can out of that. So at No Fun last night, that's what you get, and that's pretty much what you get at No Fun most of the time. There aren't too many clubs that are that welcoming to all original music.
Okay.
But we do have a small community that is actively supporting that, so I love that. As far as tribute bands go, I love, some bands that don't exist anymore, and I love their music played well. You don't have to
Sure.
dress up. I'd prefer if you didn't. I don't mind hearing the music played really well, but, when you go past just kind of playing covers, when you start, like, dressing up and putting too much shtick into it,
Sure.
it loses me.
I get that.
Yeah, I'm I'm not into that. So
Costumes not required.
costumes preferred, not no costumes preferred. Yes.
Yeah.
So there's 350 million approximately people living in the United States of America, and there's so much diversity and stuff going on, and I know very little about all of it. But I like every Tuesday night, Saratoga for the last bunches of weeks of having a singer-songwriter night. And different people in different locations, and it's been doing real well. A friend of mine, Heather Meany, did one and with Steve Canlon, and they had a good crowd, and it was all original material. I play in an Irish band. We do lots of original material. Soul Sky does 50-60% original. We don't do any of the covers that we do, note for note or anything. There's songs, and we're doing them the way we do them.
And even the covers, people don't know their covers because they've never heard the song before. We're not playing
cool.
we're not playing the hits.
Right.
We're playing some of the deep cuts and the B
Deep
sides.
cuts.
Yeah.
I love it.
But
Doing
they're
a
great
deep dive.
songs and they deserve to be heard, and that's kind of, if I'm going to do a cover, there's I have to be passionate about it first of all, and I prefer it to be something that people are not going to know off the top of their head. Something
I love that.
Hey, there's great music out there that you might not have heard, even if it came out 25 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago.
Right.
But I heard this song and I love it. Maybe you'll love it too.
That's fantastic.
So
Speaking of songs, would you like to do another one?
I think we can do it.
Sure. So we were. Let me see if this actually. We were talking out in the hallway before about Tom Healy. There's a song we wrote for him, and I can remember it.
Great.